Alright, it's time to order another filter. Alright, so it's time to change the filter. So which filter do you buy? Do you buy these? You can get, they're about 10 bucks each. You can get 4 for $40. You can buy these. You can get, 3 for $35. Or you can buy this one and get 1 for $33. And actually it's come down quite a bit. Back in the day when these Samsung ones were, the Samsung brand actually was about close to $60 a piece, and then they dropped to $50, and then they dropped to about $40, and then they had these aftermarket ones which were about $10 a piece. Now moving up to the newer refrigerators, this goes into a 2019 refrigerator. These are running about 10 bucks each right out the gate. Now, what is the difference? If you cut them all open, you'll see that they all have this filtering device. It's like plastic almost. It's really what it feels like. But what you find out is the reason this one costs 3 times as much is it comes with a piece of paper. That's right. So it's bona fide. And this piece of paper explains what this filter does. Now I read this filter, and it does say that it is certified when used in the -S filter. So I'll zoom this up. It says -S filter for chlorine. It takes out some chlorine, which helps with the taste. But then you look at the front and it doesn't say -S. So is this not the filter that takes out the chlorine? I don't know. So you got to be real careful. So is it worth it? How long does these last? Well, my refrigerator, it lasted a little over 4 months, and I don't know if it's measures 200 gallons or 6 months. Now the older Samsung ones, this is like for a 2004 model, and this is for like a 2019 model. But this older one, it just every 6 months, it was on a timer, and that was it, every 6 months. This one, for the 2019 model that we currently have, it lasted right at 4 months. And it says 200 gallons or 6 months. So I'm really not sure if the software is more sophisticated or not. I'm not sure how it checks it, so I apologize for that. So anyway, I really wasn't going to go over everything because these filters here basically have nothing, and this filter here has a tremendous amount, which includes chlorine for taste and odor. It describes the challenge concentration, the maximum permissible product water concentration, and the average percent reduction. And then it also has contaminant reductions, which include all kinds of heavy metals. So a class 1 is, half a micrometer to a full micrometer in size is a class 1 particle size. So it definitely filters out anything that is smaller than a micrometer. So anyway, it has a list of contaminants that it tested for, and it lists the test parameters, and then it lists the water supply criteria, which all of these actually list the water supply criteria, so they're pretty much the same. It's just that they didn't go through the trouble of submitting it to a lab and then submitting the results to the NSF. Although this one did, but I was kind of curious about that. It does say that it's certified when used in GPK 002-S. But then you look on the front and it says filter GPK 002. Anyway, that's really kind of weird. So anyhow, just wanted to let you know that the cheap filters, you know, I'll say they'll filter out particulate matter, you know, if you have iron in your water, especially if you have a well or something like that. City water, it's pretty much treated. It might filter out the fluoride if you want the fluoride. You want to be careful about that. But anyway, if you want to be sure that you are removing all the possible contaminants out of the water, don't be cheap. You know, it's $65, $70 a year is maintenance cost on your refrigerator to put one of these in. Let's say 3 times a year, you're looking at let's say $100. $100 a year to make sure that your water is filtered out correctly. Anyway, just thought I'd do a quick look at water filters, let you know what I learned over the years with the cheapy ones and the certified ones, the bona fide water filters. So I hope that was a little bit educational for you. Also, this actually lists everything on here that it does filter. The test results are in the owner's manual. The filter itself lists the particles, but if you want to know how the testing was done, you can either look at your user manual or go online and find it. Alright, I have my scale zeroed out on grams, and I'm going to put this on, and it's going to say 180 grams, and the plastic wrap in the cap, that's not going to be anything. And you put the bona fide one on there and you get 279 grams. Now I did empty the water out of it, change the filter. 279, 180. So there's 100 grams difference. There you go, 280, 180. Wow, there's 100 grams difference. So what is that 100 grams? Well, it's definitely bona fide. So if you read the fine print in your paperwork, what you're going to find out is that the filter must be changed every 6 months. So even if you just put it in there and you don't have a single ice cube or a single drop of water coming out of the ice dispenser, you need to change it every 6 months. And I'll tell you why you have to do that is because of bacteria. So you can actually have some growth in here, and you do not want that. 180, 280. That's amazing that it's a 100 gram difference. Anyway, okay, well, thank you for watching.